I don't know.
Why
I don't know.
can't
Ask,
why can't
ask
there
the
why can't there be a cafe that's just filled with puppies and I could just hang out and I don't have any food or drink. I give it all to the puppy.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there's a capybara cafe where there's a dog cafe.
Well, capybaras are basically dogs, so
But
you
no,
know.
I have been in a dog cafe before. They definitely exist. So that is something to look up after the show because first things first, hello and welcome everybody to the Awkward Cast where Ayn Wye and Keyframe wonder about dog cafes and sometimes random drivel. Oh great, now we
I
have to
like
change the name
Talon.
again.
I like Dylan's Talon's thing of you go to a dog cafe and a fully grown mastiff just comes out of the walls to greet you. It's like the meme with SpongeBob pressing through the metal wall, but it's the shape of a dog. Oh, a dog cafe, nothing, and all the servers are Great Danes in little suits. I
Nice.
see. I need to go on Shark Tank with this idea. Sharks, dogs in suits.
I mean,
Can
Well,
you?
you get
I am asking for $10 million.
to start this franchise.
No, just to give to the dogs. They deserve it.
Oh,
If anything should get fair pay in the United States, it's dogs.
I mean,
Dog
it's run
servers.
by the dogs, so the dogs should also get the money, obviously.
What do you think dog mayors make? Because there are towns in the United States that have dogs as their mayors. Do the dogs make money?
I
Like,
think I don't know what the tax system is for those cities. So
do you think the dogs get charged for tax evasion if they don't file? If they're a dog mayor and they get paid by the government and
so
they don't file their taxes?
if they run away, it's considered tax evasion.
What I want to know is like, is there in those towns is there persecution and profiling of cats?
I don't know, but I do want to share this image of his name. Oh, where did it go?
I don't know, but
Oh,
I
there
see
it
it.
is. Yes, this is Mayor Max the Second. He is a dog mayor.
Wait. Discord. When did this happen? Okay, open in browser. Okay. It used to immediately have the show window there, but yeah,
He is
there's Mayor Max.
he is the mayor of I Idlewild, which is in California.
Idlewild?
He
That's how you pronounce it. I thought it was Idlewild.
Yes, he was preceded by Max the First, and currently Max the Third is the current running mayor. Um, and he is I don't know his policies. I don't know who he voted for. Uh,
But he seems
I
to
mean,
wear a
he
tie,
lived.
so I can appreciate that.
I mean, this one he has like a Medal of Honor on. This is his Wikipedia photo. I can name a more charismatic politician. That's the wrong picture.
Yeah, oh wow, that is and still a tie.
Yeah, like there's no like here's the thing. I like that this one was he had no one against him in his election. I want to see a dog mayor election. I want to see the debates for dog mayor. What do you ask? Like is it just like there's a German shepherd and then Mayor Max the Fourth or something and they're at their little podiums and you're just asking them like, what's your opinion on cats? How many cats should one owner have? Do you just show pictures of firemen and mailman and see if they bark at them? Like
What's what's
I
the, what's their opinion on baths?
exactly. Exactly. It's like Mayor Max. You claim that you are against baths, but we have seen you just go hog wild when a sprinkler is on. What is the difference? I just the abandoned Airbud sequel, Air Politician. Airbud goes to DC. I just this is a fantastic concept that I feel can only exist in North America. I don't know any other place on the planet that would be like, what's a great idea to invest our money in? Dog mayors. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, Is there a German town where there is a dog Burgermeister? I don't think so.
Germany, the country of stiflers for rules and bureaucracy. No chance that we have anything fun like an animal politician.
Exactly. I mean, that would be so funny, but it would never happen. There would be so much bureaucracy by that that unless the dog's a fucking chihuahua, that dog's gonna be dead by the time they approve it.
Basically, that would probably be the story here, that some city tried and they failed horribly.
Anyways, hi voice. I'm sorry you got usurped by this wonderful dog.
But yeah, it's true.
It's okay. Currently, I'm coping.
It's not. You know what? We can all live in fantasy lands where dogs are mayors and your team went to the Super Bowl.
But while you are here and sharing your cope with us, please, especially since it has been far too long, do remind us, who are you, what do you do, and why should people care?
I'm the voice of reason. I'm a former MLP reviewer from 2010 to 2020.
Spins, digital high five.
Eh.
You say former, but your YouTube banner still has a pony on it.
I never changed it. I like it. I am the red sniper for TF2 Analysis Anarchy. I also play. I also play tabletop RPGs with Josh Corcher and friends. I currently play as Adrian Tanleal in Shadows of the Old World. And I am also one of the hosts of the Haymakers podcast, where we talk about all things wrestling and sports. And actually,
so today is your day.
Oh, at the time of this recording, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we did. We actually released our own NFL honors and predictions for the Super Bowl on Friday. That makes this extra dated.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, YouTube crowd watching this on Monday at the earliest.
Who won? Which commercial was the most weird? I've already seen a few Super Bowl commercials that they released early, which I think defeats the purpose of a Super Bowl commercial.
You lose money. You're losing money if you do that.
Especially since it costs $10 million for a 30-second ad space during the Super Bowl. It's one of the most expensive ad spaces of all time. I don't know why you would release the ad early, but for some reason, some of them have. I saw one on TikTok today, which is just a mistake to open up TikTok, where it was like, Seal, like the Kiss from a Rose singer, but his head was superimposed on an actual seal. God. So if you wanted a reminder that the movie Tusk exists, I guess you had that today. And besides that, I mean, I've also just seen people on my feed debating if Kendrick Lamar is going to sing the Drake diss track during the Super Bowl, which I really want. I want to see an entire stadium of thousands of people shit on Drake. Just go, please.
You're gonna hear 85,000 people yell A minor.
A minor. just hear the entire stadium go whoop 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 whoop. Oh, fuck him up. I would love that. We already had the entire music industry do that last week at the Grammys when he won 2 awards for a diss track. We live in a stupid timeline. And it has to make up for the fact that we have 2 of the most boring Super Bowl football teams playing against each other.
Only took me 5 minutes, but I found it.
I'm glad I can vamp for that long.
Yes, thank you. Whew.
I mean, no. It would be more boring if it was the Packers, the one who has won the most Super Bowls.
Actually, no. The Patriots and the Steelers have won the most.
Packers won the first Super Bowl. That's what I'm thinking.
First
right?
2.
First 2. I want in my lifetime the Jets to go back to the Super Bowl, because And I need the Mets to go to the World Series at the same time so we get the same thing that happened the one time the Jets went to the Super Bowl, where everyone was like, this is a conspiracy theory from the state of New York, because how the fuck did the two bad teams get to the biggest games of the year?
It's the summer of 69 into 70 was New York. Because you had the Jets winning, upsetting the upsetting the Orioles. Sorry, no, actually they're both Baltimore teams. So upset the Baltimore Colts. Then you had the Mets upsetting the Baltimore Orioles, and then the 69-70 NBA season was the Knicks beating the Lakers.
Which is, yeah. I mean, I feel like the Knicks and the Lakers was the least upsetting one out of all of them. The most upsetting one to most people is the Jets one, because the Jets are the punchline of the football world.
Well, no. The punchline is the factory of sadness that is the Cleveland Browns.
I mean, yeah, that's basically like the Cubs with baseball, isn't it? Where it's like where it's like, it only took 108 years, but they won.
Even so, it's just every decision that the Browns have made has backfired in some way. From getting rid of their owner, the person who created the Browns, and Paul Brown in the 1960s, all the way up to signing Deshaun Watson.
I mean, like, this is the sport that is most known for concussions. I don't expect them to make good decisions. When your biggest exports are concussions, drunk fans, and murderers, I think we're on a bad streak. Also, Chad, before you complain, you literally got someone who hosts a sports podcast as a guest. Did you not? On Super Bowl Sunday, do you think sports wasn't going to be a discussion?
Yeah, seriously, Chet. Whoever started being so...
Hey, look, I can at least give Europe the thing that at least when you guys call it the World Cup, it is most of the world. We call baseball the World Series, but the only thing we get is America and Canada. So, and Canada's in the qualifying out of pity.
Well, there's only one Canadian team now.
Well, yes. Hey, boys, you're the sports person. I'm a filthy casual.
Okay.
Has the Canadian teams ever made it to the World Series?
Yes. The Toronto Blue Jays won back-to-back in 92 and 93.
Okay, well, too long ago. I need... please, if there is a higher power, let the Blue Jays get to the World Series while Trump is in office. I just need it. I need, with how much he's fucking over Canada, to have a Canadian team win in the most American sport. I need that.
Well, I mean, I think the Raptors won when Trump was president in 20. Yeah, I think they did win in 2019. I think.
And it can happen again.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of sports, as you could probably tell, this is the fourth podcast where I am in the fourth different location.
Yeah, your sport's just moving.
Well, more specifically, I'm actually working in sports now.
Oh.
Yep. Yes, I am officially working for ESPN.
Hey!
Congratulations!
I thought you were just going to end it with "I work in sports" and not clarify.
Yeah, he's the water boy.
No, he's the mascot. Like,
I mean, that is
little
an honorable profession. That is an honorable profession.
Very sweaty.
Yes. So yes, because I work for ESPN, I'm now officially under the House of Mouse.
Condolences.
Hey, the perks are worth it.
Fair. And of course, making your passion your job is like...
Exactly.
Yeah, can't complain about that. I
had to make my job my passion. You two guys did it the right way.
Well, but Voice, you brought a thing.
Oh yeah,
an
you did.
Olsen thing to talk about today.
Oh yeah, for my media.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I like to highlight a new thing that that popped up for my special media. 2020 was Owl House. 2021 was the Ghosts adaptation. This time, it is an adaptation of the French series HPI, High Intelligent Potential, and High Potential. The series is about a cleaning lady with a 160 IQ who gets hired by the LAPD Major Crimes Unit to act as a consultant. So basically, it's Monk, but terrible.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, we haven't had terrible media in a while, so
Yeah,
no. I said
that.
Monk, but tolerable.
Oh, tolerable. Your mic is peaking a lot, so it got distorted.
No.
Monk, but tolerable. Oh,
it's Monk, but tolerable.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. One of the great things about the show is all the clues are out in front of you, as you're also trying to solve along with Kate Olsen's character as well as the main detective character. You make note of what's going on, as well as bringing in some new facts you never learned about, which helps solving the main mystery. Okay, so you were just
my headphone cord is just acting up, so don't mind me.
Okay, it is a great show that airs on ABC. If you like some of these mystery shows, along with an underlying mystery leading into an underlying mystery for the whole show, I'll recommend it. If you want to see the French version, it's also on Hulu. I think that has
French.
it has 4 seasons under its belt. This one, High Potential, I believe, is finishing up its season this coming Tuesday. So when this airs, and honestly, it's a really great show. Highly recommend. Not a big fan of comedic detective shows. Maybe avoid it. But if you're not a fan of Kate Olsen, which shame on you, Kate Olsen is amazing. This is her breakout role.
Okay.
I highly recommend you go watch it.
Well, yeah. Even so, despite all my enthusiasm about the premise or the misunderstanding of the show being bad, no, it sounds interesting. So, and I watched plenty of those criminal investigation with a gimmick shows. The problem is the staying power, how fast the gimmick. If it's too much gimmick, too much quirk, and too little actual personality, but yeah, that sounds with more staying power.
Yeah,
I do have to ask, how much is her character from It's Always Sunny comes through in her performance in this? 'Cause
0.
Really? Okay, so she's actually going to be delightful because my God, she plays too good of a job of being a terrible person in It's Always Sunny.
She is a charmer. She is charmful. She's relatable. She's a single mother with 3 kids. So have fun with it. So, and also once divorced, and the underlying mystery regarding her first husband, actually, about his whereabouts. So, she is honestly she's a great character.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Okay, good to, because I do love the actress. She is great. You have to Google Caitlin Olsen, by the way. If you write it in Kate Olsen, you get one of the Olsen twins. Because of course you do.
Also, the chief is what was one of the nurses from Scrubs? I can't remember.
That doesn't narrow it down, bud.
Hang on. It was. Oh crap!
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see. Her?
it was. what's her? Oh, Judy Reyes. Carla from Scrubs.
Oh yeah, that's Donald Faison's wife in the show.
Yes.
JD's.
Yeah.
One?
So why?
Ah.
Yeah. So why'd you
Turks,
say our baby's Blaxican? Yeah. Oh wow, I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah.
Well then.
Okay, well there you go.
Also, Silver, I do not. Also, Silver, I do not have the code to the Disney Vault.
Do you have the code to the vault where they store all the times that the animators draw porn of the characters because they get really mad that Disney owns all their art? Like, I want that's my declaration.
Different division. That is a different division.
That's my declaration of independence. But okay, there you go. So who is next, Max?
Have you decided your media between the two you had?
I mean, what were the two that I had? Cause like
you had the puppies and you had
no, we did the puppies during the pre-show.
Oh no, so you are going. Oh boy, here we go.
Yes, so I'm just going to be real with you, chat. I messaged Max being like, shit, I don't think I have a media. I worked all week. And he was like, did you watch anything on the plane home? No.
Play any games, listen to any audiobooks.
I played Marvel Rivals, but that's essentially just saying, you know, I played Overwatch with Marvel characters. That's all you can say about it, except it runs better.
Wait, Overwatch 1 or Overwatch 2?
Overwatch 1, the good one.
Oh, okay, just to check.
Except there's no loot boxes and the characters are fun. So it's better Overwatch. Marvel does one thing right and it's not its movies. But then like, and I was like, I mean, right before the show, I was like, oh yeah, I've been watching Key and Peele compilations all week. And so I could talk about the show Key and Peele, but how do you talk about a sketch show is the thing. Cause like, it's like, these are two really funny comedians. And it's very funny in retrospect that Jordan Peele is an Oscar-winning director and he does half the shit he does on Key and Peele. So I have a media, which is something that I think you need to introduce, Max.
The media might actually be produced by yours truly. Let me just give you the introduction itself.
Okay.
Question. Hey, Chat MLP. The third season of My Little Pony Friendship with Magic was only half as long as all other seasons. Please come up with plots for additional episodes for the third season so it is as long as the others.
Now, we need to make this very clear. Also, just want to say, I don't know if you want to dox your last name, bud, because it shows up on the side. Yeah, it showed up on the side if you start spacing things.
Oh no.
But no, the here at AWKWARDCast we do not support AI. Just making that abundantly clear. And this is to show that AI is not good. That was the copium that Max fed to me when I was like, I'm conflicted because I don't like AI. So just saying that. But yes, he linked this in a group chat that we have saying, I created something beautiful. Create is a relative word. It is something that got brought into the universe. And I just want to say, some of these summaries, I swear, are film fiction plots, and I just wanted to go through these for a little bit and just love what ChatGPT interprets as MLP episode plots. Let's see, what's a good one?
But by the way, everybody, the link is on my Blue Sky, and it's editable, so you can commentable if you feel to chime in.
Yes.
I'm looking at it right now.
I like the one anonymous person who said, I remember an episode of Enterprise with the exact same plot, which is a great sign. But okay. So I do like this one where it's episode 19, Spike's Day Off. Wow, a Spike episode. Crazy.
I noticed there's basically one for each, for almost each main 6. But yeah, continue.
Spike's Day Off. Spike is overworked trying to keep up with Twilight's endless demands. Because we know that Twilight demands so much of this baby dragon. He decides to take a day off to relax, but soon realizes that life in Ponyville isn't as relaxing as he thought when he ends up helping each of the ponies with their individual issues. After a chaotic day, Spike learns that taking breaks doesn't mean avoiding responsibilities, it means finding balance. I only realize now, isn't this the fucking episode in like season 4 or something? Dogs? No, I was thinking like this is the one that I think they had when they were preparing for the Equestria games, and they're in Canterlot, and Twilight's like super tired and takes a nap, so Spike has to take over all of
No. You're thinking of it's season 5. It's Princess Spike.
Yes, this is just Princess Spike. But like I also I'm trying to think if there was ever a fucking situation where anyone outside of Twilight ever asked Spike for help. Like, maybe Rarity? But, like, that one was, like, I think the closest to sounding like an actual episode that would happen in the show. But the problem is, most of these plot lines sound like season finales, or this is the arc for the whole season. Because so many of these are like, this thing broke in the archives, so now we have to discover this.
Yeah, the very first one, yeah. Music, like the day the music died. I mean, they got the pun. Chat MLP got the pun thing in the names down.
I did. I do love that. If this timeline existed, good or bad, you can decide. That means Trixie has 2 episodes where she makes a return in season 3. Because isn't Magic Duel a season 3 episode?
It is. Episode 5.
Yeah, because there's Trixie's big comeback. Now, folks, you remember Magic Duel, so decide if this is a better plot line than Magic Duel of... Instead of the Alicorn amulet... We have Trixie the Showmare returns to Ponyville with an offer to help every pony achieve their greatest dreams, but her new magic tricks are actually causing more trouble than good. As Trixie's confidence grows, the ponies realize that her illusions may be too powerful for their own good. With the help of Twilight Sparkle, the ponies must use their true inner magic to show Trixie that it's not about grand gestures, but the real magic that lies within their hearts. Blow me. But like... Wait, that's just double rainbow! No. But I feel like I have seen something that is basically, hey, I have the power to make... to
Episode 22! It's the same season. That's Apple Family Reunion. It's just Applejack's Family Reunion.
Oh yeah. That one is just Apple Family Reunion. I also like that they had a Rarity one. That's Rarity's secret talent.
Oh yeah.
But that's Sweetie Belle's talent is singing.
And not to mention that there is a Sweetie Belle with literally even the entire thing. Like she then performs and overcomes her anxiety, and everything is great at the end. And it's literally even the same conclusion to the Rarity one, where she's also like she performs in front of her friend, and the plot, of course, is from the Fluttershy karaoke.
Yes, yeah. Also, by the way, hey, back in the past, pony writers. How come ChatGPT, which probably took from FimFiction and so many pony analysis things, were able to come up with the fact that we should probably have a Sweetie Belle episode that involves her singing, given that her fucking cutie mark has a music note in it? That we never actually got an episode where singing is her main thing, outside of, like, I think her having a dream in her Luna episode, because, you know, every fucking Cutie Mark Crusader got a Luna episode. So it's like, I think the biggest sin of this thing that I have to give Chat MLP. He said it actually wrote a fucking Zecora episode, I think. Because I think I talked about that where I was like, where is it? No. Wait, this is me giving grief because I remember
that
this was me giving grief. Not even ChatGPT doesn't give me a fucking Zecora episode. Why? Why does everything MLP hate Zecora? Like, But yes, this is such a stupid I want to do a cross-reference with film fiction and be like, find where they took these plot lines, or just highlight and be like, this is the actual episode this is from.
But yeah, also the most beautiful thing about this entire prompt was that ChatMLP then went in at the very end and was like, these plots that I just came up with would allow the third season to have an even stronger narrative, expanding character arcs and introducing exciting new challenges for the ponies to overcome. A little full of ourselves, aren't we there?
I also just realized something.
Oh, what?
I just read the plot line to episode 26.
Oh, 26, yes.
The ponies embark on a grand adventure across Equestria to receive a rare artifact that could help prevent an ancient curse from being unleashed. Along the way, they meet new creatures. Along the way, they meet new creatures, face numerous obstacles, and learn more about the world they call home. This grand adventure allows each of the ponies to grow in unexpected ways and strengthens their friendship even further. The season ends with them returning home triumphant and closer than ever. This is the fucking plot to the 2017 movie.
Yeah,
it's
the plot of the movie.
It's just the 2017 movie.
That is the most generic summary
or any
I've ever...
episode.
Yeah.
That's just the movie. That's just the movie. I'm glad that I'm not like I was like speed reading and I was like, wait a minute. That's just AI is a curse upon humanity. Like it's just.
This
also,
is why that's why with ChatGPT, you need to be extra specific regarding this because it's an algorithm that takes that will take stuff from I'll use this, I'll use that, and here it's original. No, it isn't. You have to be very specific regarding saying in your instructions, do not use any plots from any fan fiction or movie / TV yada.
Like the only time I've seen someone use ChatGPT in a way that isn't actively just trying to be lazy is like I've seen people who do coding and they are just like doing further like they're getting their Python corrected in ChatGPT, which honestly that's not a bad thing if you're just using it as a correction thing, because when it comes to like coding and math, it's like that stuff's already there, so it just saves you a Google search. When that's in moderation, sure, but when it's used for, there is generative AI and then there's actual like artificial intelligence for these things, and people don't know the difference. Because I mean I remember when fucking Spider-Verse, everyone was like they used AI in Spider-Verse. It's like, no, they made a fucking algorithm so that way they don't have to hand draw the texture every single time. It's not generative if they made all the assets that are in it. But also, just so I fucking love some of these plots because I'm just like, these are either season 3 plots that are just worded differently, or just other episodes of the show. So it's like, hey, here's how you can extend season 3. Let's just take some episodes from seasons 4 onwards and put them here.
Or it's just so generic that it's not even a noteworthy episode. A human would still have to come in and turn it into a worthwhile story and not just a prompt.
I mean, yeah. Rainbow Dash and the Thunderstorm Trials is just a nicer way to write Rainbow Falls. Because It's like Rainbow Dash is invited to participate in the prestigious Thunderstorm Trials, a competition for the fastest and most skilled flyers in Equestria. I swear to God, I could probably look up on FimFiction Thunderstorm Trials and find it. When she gets there, she discovers that the trials are far more difficult than she anticipated. Overcoming her fear of failure, Rainbow Dash learns it's not about being the fastest, but about supporting each other to create something truly spectacular.
Did they just like incorporate Sonic Rainbow into that?
Probably. They incorporate a lot of things because it's all derivative. But I implore people to look at this terrible, terrible document and just I don't know, if you're an artist out there, fucking read out the plot line and make little puppets to it. I don't know. This is the you know what? I am glad that MLP ended before the AI boom. Maybe we are, yeah, because Hasbro uses AI stuff to help with Magic the Gathering cards. Maybe we stopped at the perfect time. But that's my media?
Question mark? I mean, we defined media on this podcast a long time ago as something you can talk about, or something
I can definitely talk about
you have
this.
to say something about. So.
Oh
well
yeah,
then.
one more thing. No, wait, one more thing.
Okay,
this document also brought Starlight into season 3,
yeah, but
which is
right.
which.
No.
Yeah.
It's not Starlight Glimmer. It's just a mysterious new pony named Starlight
that can shape shadows into real life objects, which I don't.
It's a pony of shadow, asked Starlight.
Yeah, it basically is, isn't it? Or Sombra.
Oh yeah.
Which, yeah, they don't bring up Sombra or the Crystal Empire at all in this.
It's not really tying into the actual
the
existing plot at all.
the other parts of the third seasons. But while this magic seems exciting, the creations start to take lives of their own, turning mischievous beings that cause trouble around town. Is that the Paris sprites? This document both fascinates me and makes me angry in a way that I've only felt back in the 2010s. So I'm putting it away. Okay, on to your media, Max.
On to my media. Here's a very good palette cleanser, as in an actual really good media. So that was a shit sandwich that we produced here, with like a good thing in the front, a good thing at the end, and in between AI. Yeah, for people who are not in the know, but like the Eastern animation, there is please don't tell me that is season 1, right? Oh yeah, it is. Apothecary Diaries, for those not in the know, is a story about Mao Mao. This is a little green-haired girl who, as we just saw,
cat.
I believe spelled differently, probably. But yeah, Mao Mao, who the story starts great. So she gets kidnapped from her home in the Pleasure District and sold to the Emperor's palace as a servant. Like, she has a great life.
Amazing.
Amazing. So the thing is that actually her dad is the local apothecary, and she is basically his apprentice, and also a very brilliant, if highly coded mind. Like, not exactly sure for what she is coded, but she is so far from neurotypical. But I mean, yeah, that was a reaction to herbs and stuff. But no, she is a very fantastic character who is very entertaining about the things around her. But she's also Sherlock Holmesing the shit out of everything around her, to the point where she gets discovered by a very, very high-ranking eunuch in the Outer Palace, Lord Gingy, which is, I'm not sure, there he is, the pretty purple-haired man. And... yeah, so he basically notices her brilliance and declares her his new favorite toy. Just to be basically outwitted by her, not really, more in a political intrigue kind of sense.
I'm glad that you had to
Your expression made
when
me
you
feel
call
the
a
need.
woman who just got taken out of the pleasure district and saying now it's their new toy.
The eunuch's new favorite toy. What is a eunuch supposed to do with her? In the naughty sense.
I'm just saying wording is the phrasing, to quote Archer, phrasing.
Phrasing. Do we do phrasing again? Somebody tell me. But no, it's a show with the not the teacher. I mean, she is probably the apothecary from the title. But yeah, the duo of Mao Mao and Jinji. It's a phenomenal duo of. They are not necessarily working together, as it like she is aware that he is manipulating her, and he is manipulating her, and she's also aware that because he's a noble and she is a peasant, she basically needs to follow every instruction because her life is always hanging on a thread. But no, he discovers the intellect and places her in better positions, and she gets to solve murders and other chemical related mysteries. Often enough things where it's like, sure, and a random poor peasant apothecary from the pleasure district. Of course she knows everything about what are random things about a sauna or a greenhouse. She just knows those things and can come up with solutions involving those, because as an apothecary in that time and place, that is definitely something you learn. But no, she invents like those kind of things thanks to her brilliance, but she does it in the story is still in an organic way. You buy into that this eccentric weirdo actually is like, oh yeah, sunlight comes through the thing, so it keeps it warm, so yeah. Yeah, it's a very intriguing, phenomenal story. I can only highly recommend it.
Who do you think wouldn't like it?
That is a good question. I guess if you are not into animation, then, well, of course you will not like the animated show.
Why are you watching this podcast
that is a fair show.
Where an animator is one of the main hosts?
Yes, yes. So then, yeah, you're probably not our audience either. Or you're.
Where can you watch it?
Probably Crunchyroll, I would assume. I believe the trailer earlier was from Crunchyroll.
Let me go take a look.
Yeah,
yes, Crunchyroll and Netflix.
Yeah, and the
It's on Netflix.
season.
Okay.
The second season just dropped. Also a very good dub. So we watched it dubbed and very good dub.
It's made by the Godzilla people, apparently.
Also,
yeah,
it's
Toho.
gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't see this during the trailer, given that it's such a low stakes show in regards to to action, they still managed to get some action shots in there somehow. So gorgeous to look at least regards to the English dub. Phenomenal work, story and character wise, really fascinating. So you are with them for the individual small mysteries. But there's also bigger mysteries, and the episodic mysteries are always already intriguing enough, but then you're also like, oh my god, what's happening on the big scale? So, yeah.
Are they Columbo level mysteries?
I mean, Columbo has this thing where you always know. Keep in mind, Columbo is not a whodunit or what happened, it's more of a how get 'em or something. Here it is really like mysteries. About
I need you to know I compare everything in the mystery genre to Columbo and Scooby-Doo. So that is the scale of what I need to know. Which is this more similar to?
House MD with a probably more likable protagonist.
Okay. Yeah, I see. I know where this is on the
Because
scale.
House is an actual asshole, while she is just weird. She doesn't mean she is
She's
not
just
malicious.
quirky like that.
Yeah, she's quirky. She just likes to poison herself. Which is
So
why
it's
she has a
voices
bandage.
show, but anime.
No, it doesn't sound like.
It's okay. Charlie reduces everything to its most basic elements. It's like
It's
a Hadron Collider.
But no, if a mystery show is not your thing, if animation is not your thing, then maybe not. But if you have access to it, I can highly recommend to give it at least the 3 episodes.
Well, there you go. There you go.
There we go. Which then brings us to the art of the week, which is, as you maybe can tell by the suboptimal lighting, is a real thing that really exists, and that if I would have thought just a little bit ahead, I would actually have right now, right here in my hands. That is a little bit of when that one in the top corner there.
Sorry, I'm disassociating. You're gonna be the one to talk about this.
That is fair. Nevertheless, that person, this disassociating person in the top right corner, when she was over here, she had some colors lying around and had some blueprint coasters. I'm not sure if you already had those or if you got those too.
I actually did just have them because I carry around like just a little thing of canvases and small bric-a-brac and.
Due to the apparent due to the apparent lack of bigger sized coasters, we have a bunch of smaller ones which are like too small. Like a glass perfectly fits on it, but anything with a wider rim is
not
like
the big like steins that he has.
Yeah.
But I was like, Now on one hand, they don't like it when I get them gifts. However, they're more lenient when I make them. However, if it's too big, then I know Max will complain about there not being space. But if it's something practical, then I cheat the system. And after I had that whole mentalist thing, I decided it's 4 a.m. and I'm not sleeping. Time to paint. And then I made those.
Yeah.
With the hands pointing up. So when you put a glass on it, it looks like they're holding it up. Yeah. And it was very funny to see specifically him be scared every time he put a glass on his coaster.
Yeah, it's too that's see there's now it's rotating back. There's still a flaw in this present, in this gift, because now it's an actual
That's
piece of...
That's the exact thing you want to say to the person who made you a handcrafted gift, is that there's a flaw in it.
Exactly. The flaw is that it's now an actual piece of art, and I'm scared to spoil not breaking it, but diminishing it.
It was just very funny to look over, and he's just like slowly putting the glass I mean, like, I can't even say it's invalid, because I guess at some point he picked it up and you could hear like a sound, and he was like, did anything come off of it? So that one needed another coat of varnish on top.
But no, it's a very cute thing of mine and Denim's Sonas. So yeah.
Yes. The Max's was the more difficult one, if you would believe it, because with Denim Sona, I already had those colors right out of the two, blue and purple. Very easy. Surprisingly, I don't carry around shades of brown, so I had to hand mix those and color match. I'm impressed with my skill, but on the other hand, oh my god, I put in way too much effort for this ferret man. But yeah, so I am happy with how they turned out. They were quite fun to do.
Glad to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I do like drawing your ferret, but your character is also one that I could probably draw Max's persona with my eyes closed. I was impressed that I got Denim's correct, because that was the first time I've ever drawn her persona. So I was like, I nailed it! I nailed it on the first try! Yippee! There was totally not so many times where I was like, how the fuck do you do these weird little suction cup things on the hands? Maybe I don't need to do them, but I do need to do them, because I know she won't comment on it, but I know he would, because he's a dick. So yeah, but so if you ever want to know the mind of an artist, that is my brain.
Go back a minute and rewatch. There you get it all explained.
All explained. The only way I talk about my own art is that. But yeah, so onwards to the Q's and the A's.
Indeed.
We don't have a lot today, which means, I'm sure we have one on Blue Sky from J-Rog.
Maybe even more than one.
Is there?
Yeah. One that's actually fitting to something that you mentioned before. Iris asks, even though I don't think that this question really applies to me, but do you think Jeff the Landshark from Marvel Rivals is a certified good boy?
I mean, let's look up a picture of Jeff the Shark, because based off aesthetics, you can probably make a judgment.
Let's find out. Oh boy, okay.
Yay, Denim likes how the Kraken hands turned out. That is the validation I need. I will live till the next winter.
I mean, They are not really risking anything there. I mean, this is literally just a dog.
It's Jeff the Shark. Look at him. And he has an alternate skin where he's wearing little jammies. If you, yeah, he's wearing little jammies.
So the question is Jeff the Land Shark a good boy?
Is he a good boy?
I present another question. Is King Shark a shark?
Is King Shark a shark? I mean,
okay.
Partially?
King Shark is a shark. It's a meme. It's a Gail Simone meme.
Now, as someone who has played Marvel Rivals, so I have experienced Jeff the Shark. He is not a good boy.
He's not.
Oh, no, let me explain how this fucker... No, see, Jeff is a good boy. The people who play him are not. Because, so Jeff is a healing character, where his healing is that he either spits on you or has little health bubbles that he can lay around, like Deckard from Heroes of the Storm. His ultimate, though, is that he will burrow under, and there's this giant circle. And if you are in that circle, when the Jeff eats you, you are in his belly. And so he can spit you out anywhere or try to spit you off the map. Or the method that a lot of Jeff players does is that they'll kill themselves, and whomever is in his stomach when he kills himself by going off the map also dies.
Huh.
So there has been multiple occasions where I have witnessed, and maybe have done myself, where he will eat the whole enemy team and just swim off a cliff and kill the entire team and get MVP.
Huh. And he can swim inland.
Yeah, it's like Bugs Bunny, wrong way to Albuquerque logic. But I mean, he is a good boy. He's a fun healer character, but my god, you can be the biggest asshole kicking your little feet as you do it, as you kill an entire team in your stomach. There is no worse way to die than being vored by a dog shark and then being thrown off a cliff. But I mean, he is fun. He is one of the most fun characters to play besides Squirrel Girl and Hawkeye, so I can't complain. Even though Squirrel Girl is just Junkrat. So and Junkrat is one of the most fun characters to play in Overwatch. Crazy, I know. But yeah, so there's your answer. Now,
how little do we have on Discord?
We have. Let me go back
we have an
down.
answer.
Yes, we have an answer. And then we have one question and then the FMK. So we have basically 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I have a question for you guys.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
This is something that is, I'm taking a page from Charlie and basing it off my own life experience.
Okay.
Is there how do I word this? Say you have a movie or a show that you really like.
Okay.
Is there a thing in the plot or narrative that, even though you overall like this thing, frustrates the fucking shit out of you?
Like, it needs to be ongoing, or...
Yes, example. Because I had a rant about this the other week when I was over at Max's place, where I was in like the other room and I was watching a very Chrissy flavor thing. I was watching Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, and I was saying how I really liked the movie, but the villains of the movie piss me off because they have no reason to fucking to fucking dress up as aliens, because their whole thing was that they found a line of gold under their government thing and no one knew about it. The government wasn't investigating them, so they just took all the gold and they just hired people to be like security around it, and they got to keep their government jobs. So there's no reason that they kept dressing up as aliens and kidnapping townspeople, and it's implied that they do things to these townspeople when they abduct them. So and when you rewatch the movie, it's like, wait, they have no actual reason to dress up as aliens. Why are they doing this? They got away with taking this gold for years. So, but overall, I like the movie.
Oh, okay.
But God, that's a thorn in my side. So what's like the thorn in your side in something you overall really like?
Okay, this might be a weird one. I liked the Big Hero 6 cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way they continued the story for. I like the way they continued the story after the first movie, expanding their rogues gallery, and getting some new cast, and that new cast got to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, which was really cool. It's a shame, it's a shame that the biggest thorn on my side is that it's not animated well for half the show.
Yeah, there you go. There is an example there.
I would love this if the lip syncing was right, or but people didn't walk like this half the time.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that. I mean, you could. I also had a very similar thing with I love the Rapunzel animated series. I really, really would like it more if Cassandra wasn't the villain of the last season, and they didn't have what is the reason Varian has a blue streak of hair if he's not the one with the moon thing? Why do they have? I will be frustrated by that till the end of my days. And overall, I like the show. We recently did a tier list of our TV time shows, and it was pretty high up on both of our lists. But that last season, But what about you, Max?
I mean, I could talk about what's currently occupying a lot of my brain space, which I am feeling very conflicted about because it has such a huge thorn. A thorn in my side element, while it's the same time being good, which makes the thorn, which is a very drastic thorn, even more annoying because it really keeps it back a bunch of levels in quality. So I got into Mushoku Tensei, the anime about the NEET that gets reincarnated, and especially in the anime, and I'm currently exploring the other iterations of the same story. Especially in the anime, it's an actual very great story about a guy who basically fucked up his previous life and has a second chance and vows to make the best out of the second chance. He lives in a relatively nice, put together fantasy world. The supporting cast is a typical shonen anime, issues aside, because it's a shonen anime. It has the usual tropes. Even the ones you're not happy about. But even those aside, it has actually a pretty great cast. The first season in particular follows first a bit of setup and then it has a grand epic journey in it. So all the good shit where I'm like, and it's gorgeously animated. Animation, especially in action scenes, gorgeous. Absolutely. What was this beautiful quote that Denim found somewhere on Reddit about it? Something down the lines that it's one of the best isekais out there, except for when it suddenly gets super horny. As in, like, even for a shonen, painfully...
Oh, is this the one that you watch in the morning?
Yes.
This one.
Even for shonen anime context, it gets painful at times. No, not like an anime. Like an anime to an anime. Like an anime compares to a Western one, this one compares to an anime. And if the rest of the show wouldn't be so great, I would be like, yeah, not worth your time. But that's the sad thing. It is technically worth one's time, but on the other hand, it's the protagonist is so like, it takes a lot to make me uncomfortable. And this one frequently made me uncomfortable because the protagonist is such a creep. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
So
I actually have a similar thing with another anime. It's the sequel series to Seven Deadly Sins, Four Nights of the Apocalypse. Basically, the premise is the fall of Camelot, but anime, and that sounds really cool. I just wish the main character, the Apocalypse of Death, wasn't such a numbskull. Like that. Granted, he's like 8, and he's like 10 and doesn't understand the outside world, but he is just so fucking stupid at the time. Like like you said, your main character is too horny. My character is too stupid.
Beautiful.
I mean,
beautiful.
I mean, if we're talking animes, so another Chrissy flavored thing with Sailor Moon. I'm not talking about the original. I'm talking about like the new, like Crystal, like new era, Netflix era. Overall, really good. Like, it's a much more faithful adaptation to the manga than the original series. And the original series was okay with adaptation, right? But this one's a lot more faithful, goes into more stuff, like especially like Sailor Saturn's powers of basically death, and all that kind of stuff. I hate how modern anime looks. Like, I have had this rant on this podcast before. All the shots, especially when they do things that were adapted in the original anime, look so much more flatter, and there's not much vision behind the shot compositions, and I know that bothers only me, but I don't care. You are adapted from a manga. A manga is nothing but shot composition. How do you make it boring? How do you make a magical girl look boring? And it's like, I don't. And also, fuck whoever had the idea that all the transformation sequences are in 3D.
Just
the best part of Sailor Moon is transformation sequences. Why are they in 3D? Why do they look like fucking bad Hatsune Miku animations? Like, MMDs, that's what they're called. I don't.
Yeah.
You have money. I know you have money. I could see the rest of the anime. You have the money to animate this in 2D. If they had the money to animate it in the 90s, you have the money to animate it now.
To be fair, that's only the first season. That's just.
I don't care. They had a chance to make a first impression, and they fucked up.
Well, people complain. It's like, okay, we'll fix it for seasons 2 onward. So they got rid of the CG. They fixed the character models with a bunch of them, and from what I understand, it looks a lot better than how the first season started for Crystal.
I'm just saying, look, I waited a long time for a modern Sailor Moon thing. I will be petty. You had so much time. You had time to cook, and you still took it out before the timer went off. I have a thing with animes randomly switching to CGI, because that is just a thing, and I don't like it. Anyways, I'm glad I asked this question. It had good meat, and it let me vent. So what do we have on Blue Sky?
Well, there is of course J-Rock. I must not skip our traditional Would You Rather, and that is a nasty one. A nasty one, I tell you.
Oh?
There are no good choices there. So
Yay, that means it's a good Would You Rather.
Would you rather eat poison ivy, as in the plant, not the character? I assume. Otherwise, it would be an easy answer. Or eat poison ivy, or a handful of bumblebees.
Not specified living. Not specified living.
Not specified living.
We're going to. Yeah, but you're still eating bugs, and you're eating the cute ones, which I think makes it worse.
Jeez.
Because we're talking about bumblebees. We're talking about the cute little ones, not yellow jackets and evil people. Guess goes first.
It's a matter of what's gonna hurt less when you eat it.
The stingers are still in there, mind you, and you cannot take them out before you eat them.
Oh Jesus!
You are just taking a handful and going.
Oh, that's God. If that got, that's a thinking man's question. Like, what's the consequences? What would I have to? How would I cope with what I'm ingesting? So I guess the poison ivy, because at least the irritation goes away, hopefully.
I mean,
meanwhile, if I'm eating bumblebees, I feel like if I get stung so much on the inside, I go into anaphylactic shock.
Fair. I mean, like, hey, you could just not chew and just throat goat it, just swallow it, so maybe you won't get hit by the stingers.
No, I can never do that. I always chew my food.
My not neurodivergent ass could not handle living things in my mouth. I mean, we don't know if they're alive. Unless you could somehow talk to bees wild Thornberry style and be like, come on guys, get in.
Get in my mouth.
But okay, Max, what would you pick?
This
is a thinking man's question. You are a thinking man.
I mean, here's the thing that, first of all, I'm not sure, do bumblebees have stingers? Isn't normal bees who have stingers? Bumblebees have stingers. Because they're not known for actually stinging. Bumblebees are human.
Yes, bumblebees can sting, but they are generally docile and only sting when they feel threatened. I feel like eating them would make them feel
Potentially. So they do have stingers. That's confirmed. The thing is, I have never been stung by a bumblebee. and I'm not sure if I ever had come into contact with poison ivy, because it might be, maybe it goes by a completely different name in Germany. Um, or it's just a North American exclusive plant, who knows. So I cannot really estimate what of them probably produces the more dangerous swelling in your mouth. So my answer would have actually, well, I was actually thinking about it, and was basically
It is a
the
North
same
American plant.
That
Yeah.
explains why I only know it from movies. But yeah, I want to go. Basically, had the same idea that Enigma had earlier in the chat, namely, go with the poison ivy, because yeah, it's basically a salad, right? Right? Maybe with a strong enough dressing, I can get some of the sting out of it.
Well, also keep in mind, the way poison ivy works is the irritation comes as an allergic reaction to the resin. So there is a chance that you might not actually be allergic to poison ivy.
So yeah, then definitely the poison ivy.
So gambling.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I do have hay fever, so I am canonically not immune to
I mean,
plant-based allergens.
there is a myth that if you eat poison ivy leaves, you can become immune to them.
That is just
I highlight the word
hypersensitization.
myth. Okay,
Somebody
so I guess
tried.
it's my turn.
We already had
Gentlemen.
we had two poison ivy answers, didn't we?
Yes. Gentlemen,
Are you the
have
contrarian?
you ever heard of a thing called Highlander?
Yes.
And the
Yes.
rules of the Highlander? So if I eat the bees, do would I have the power of the bees? Like, do I Highlander rules, if I take them down, will I become the powerful one?
That is not just Highlander rules.
So it's not the quickening, it's the buzzening.
Exactly.
Is this really Highlander rules, or is this just cannibal rules? Because there is this entire thing of like honoring powerful foes by eating them to take their strength into you.
Well, it's less honoring and rather consuming their life force and the ability that comes with it. Because
You want to have a hairy
I
butt.
feel... No, I mean, the stinging power would be more what I would want.
But it comes
than
with a
the-
hairy butt. I mean, have you ever looked at the
I
butt of a
don't think
bumblebee?
it comes with that. I am making the rules here. Also, I feel like my whole body would become Bumble. But also, I feel like both of these become increasingly worse if you add sustained eye contact with people.
I love that there is
Oh.
a Google search for bumblebee butt.
So,
why?
so my thing is, my goal in life is to scare people. And so I think if I were to do which one would be more scary, I would want to sustain eye contact with someone while consuming bees. And I really want to do it in the way that I just open my mouth and the bees go in.
That
become
is fair.
You become the pain from Metal Gear Solid 3.
And right,
Exactly.
and I sit right next to you, eating, also keeping eye contact, eating my poison ivy. And they're like, "What is this guy? He's just eating a salad. Why is he staring so intense at me?"
It's like one of these things is much more frightening than the other, and the only thing that makes the guy eating the salad more threatening is the fact that he has blue eyes, so just making eye contact with you is a disturbing experience.
He's eating a salad with no dressing.
but yeah, so I'm going to go with the bees. Mostly
fair.
as a power. With most things, it's a power move.
That is fair.
It's to push the body further beyond. It's not masochism, it's experimenting.
But yeah, I just realized, due to answering your question, we kind of neglected poor Discord and questioning Odie's answer.
Okay, we can do the answer though. We have time for the answer. Okay. So this is a new thing, voice, where the person gives us the answer and we have to figure out what the question is.
Okay.
So I hate sauerkraut said that their answer is Albuquerque.
Why does he look like? Oh no, this is a reference to the.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but no. So their
answer
answer
is
is Albuquerque. So we need to figure out
What is the question?
What song did I sing that got me kicked out of karaoke?
Oh yeah, Albuquerque is the name of a Weird Al song, and it's like 10 minutes long.
11 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's 11 minutes long. Yeah.
Okay. We have one potential question. I guess my question would probably be like, where did Bugs Bunny took the wrong turn?
At Albuquerque. Oh, your question is where? So it's just a trivia thing. Okay.
Yep.
Fuck off. So no, I think mine would be like, what's a place that you could tell that you would say to a non-American person, and the non-American person would not believe that's a real place, like the name. Like if I went up to a random European and said, "Hey, have you ever heard of a place called Albuquerque?" They would be like, "That's not. You didn't name a place that."
Then I guess I have my answer to your version of the question.
Okay.
So for some, two answers even. First one is there is apparently a running meme in Germany that the city of Leipzig does not exist because there is nothing there. So there is basically no city. And but the other answer is like, by now probably everybody internet savvy knows about it, but they're literally Bielefeld, sorry, not Leipzig, Bielefeld, right, because there's literally nothing there. So because nobody knows anybody from Bielefeld, there is nothing worth visiting in Bielefeld. So what
It's
evidence
the
is there that
Wyoming of
Bielefeld
Germany.
exists? But no, and the other answer that probably most internet savvy people already know, that until not too long ago there was an Austrian city by the actual name of the word Ficken, which is German for fucking.
Yep. There's a whole YouTube video about a guy going to fucking.
Well, yeah, Voice, what would be your answer to Chrissy's interpretation of the question?
Yeah, like what is a place? See, my question is, what is an American place that you would tell a non-American and they wouldn't believe you? He gave me European answers
because I am European.
Yes, but like if you went up to if you went up to Max, what's a American place that you would tell him that would be so ridiculous sounding, he would think you're lying?
Here's the thing. I would just show them the word and try and have them try and pronounce it.
Oh, okay.
There's a place with that name. No, there isn't.
It's like try pronounce it in three words. Okay, there's an A and E next to each other. No, not giving it a chance.
Then
by the way, that town is Skinny Atlas. Yep, Chrissy gets it.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, then I guess there is no alternative answer for my question since I interpreted it as a trivia question.
Yeah.
Voice, your question was.
The question was, what's the song that would get you kicked out of karaoke?
Oh, okay. What would be mine, or what would be yours, Chrissy?
Oh. See, the thing is, I've never gotten kicked out of karaoke. I'm usually asked to do encores. Humble brag. But like, what song would I do to make? I mean, I could also always do the special that gets people stabbed if you go to Asian countries and do karaoke and just do any Frank Sinatra song, which apparently if you sing it badly, there is so many stories of people getting like stabbed outside of karaoke bars in like the Philippines and Japan for singing My Way by Frank Sinatra badly. Terrifying.
I like singing Frank Sinatra at karaoke, and I probably
sing it
don't.
in America and Europe then. But like, so like, no, you know what? I think I would. I think I will go the same direction as Albuquerque, and I would sing something needlessly long. I would do "Hey Jude" because you know what? At least Albuquerque has an ongoing plot. Hey Jude 5 out of the 9 minutes is just saying, nah, 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 hey, Jude. Eventually, the audience will not want to sing along with you. So that would be my choice.
Okay, I gonna meta game it. I gonna get kicked out of karaoke for singing "Let It Go" a third time in a row. One time they will be able to tolerate it and be like, okay, if I'm then going back up for my second song and it's again this one, they will be like,
he really likes this song.
You're doing the salt and pepper. You're doing the salt and pepper diner gag.
Yeah, they're doing "What's New Pussycat" over and over and over again.
Oh, I do. Don't I?
But I need to ask, Mr. Max. This isn't just you covertly saying your plan for my birthday party, are you? Of trying to get
I
kicked
just
out
got
of
a genius idea.
No!
I mean, I usually sing it at least once, so that would have happened.
Yes.
But now I'm tempted to put it in more than once.
We get done with the party and I get a text from Gerber and Derek being like, Chrissy, we don't want Max to ever visit again. We don't like him anymore.
Hard but fair.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay,
so
let's
what
see
is the actual
answer.
question to the answer is?
The actual question was...
Close enough.
What song do you listen to when you are chopping onions? Again, this must be taken from Charlie's life. Charlie, why are you cutting onions for 11 minutes?
But yeah, I guess voice got the closest.
Yeah, voice got the closest. I guess I would format the question as like, what song parentheses do you listen to while you're cooking?
No, it's 11 minutes of onions.
I don't chop onions every meal.
No.
Just when you're chopping onions.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Also, you don't chop onions for 11 minutes unless you're like cooking for like 50. Like cooking for 50 people.
We don't know what Charlie does.
The soup was delicious. Thanks for asking.
Good. You know what? Good for you. I guess a song I would listen to while chopping onions.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
You know what? I would listen to something like really angry. So that way when I'm, like... Exactly. So when I'm crying, it's not sad tears. They're angry tears. They're like, just fuck you. Like it needs to... I combat the crying with anger and the tears will evaporate. That's science.
That's how it works. Yeah, every scientist agrees.
What song would you listen to?
Wait, for who?
I guess both of us, right? We haven't actually answered the actual question
yes,
yet.
that's why I answered mine. I would say an
that
angry
makes a lot of
song.
sense now. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now.
What's up? Well, it depends on what. I don't know. I guess it depends on what I'm cooking.
Cutting
no, onions. You're chopping onions.
No, what am I using the onions in?
A soup, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, this was not necessarily part of the question, so... But yeah, if you need
You're
information,
making a French onion soup.
It's a lot of onions.
A lot of onions.
You need something to
enough
get
onions
you
for
through
12 minutes worth of content.
Let's see. If I'm chopping up onions, I probably would be listening to some OSTs. So either like the Ratatouille OST, like get something in the mood.
Okay. Get in the little chef mood. Okay.
Ooh,
yes.
not bad.
Another one I probably would pick. Dean Martin's "On an Evening in Roma."
There you go. Well, there you go. Very classical ones.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I have Metallica playing while I'm cutting up onions. Exactly. German man, answer.
Let it go 3 times in a row.
For a second I was like, no songs. I am cutting them in absolute silence.
I mean, technically, I listen to audiobooks while I'm cooking, so there wouldn't be a song playing, but since I was forced to answer with a song...
Let it go 3 times. Well, there you go. There you go. I assume we have nothing left on Blue Sky.
No.
Alright, so we have
sky
time for the
is
FMK.
No longer blue. Well then.
Ask Awkward. Since Key was very focal from the last FMK I did in, I think you mean in 2024, because I think, did we have an FMK yet in 2025?
Oh, you're asking me the difficult stuff.
This one right here is based on her suggestions, so you all know who to blame. Fuck, marry, kill, full-on monster fuckers.
Ooh.
Okay, we're gonna have to get pictures up because I think I only know one of these characters.
Okay, I'm working on it.
We have Void from Berserk.
Oh yeah, look at him. He's the friendly fellow with a nah. Working on it.
I was about to say, look at him. I can't.
Yeah. Also need to be careful. This is Berserk, so any adjacent image might be pretty naked. But yeah, he's a friendly fellow with a lovely smile. Okay.
Gun Devil full form from Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, he's also like. Well, let me see. We are cooking potentially. Okay, now getting an image where we actually see his full form. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, I guess it is. I'm working on it. Huh? Gun Devil
and
incoming.
Orochi from One Punch Man. At this point, you could have just given us like kaijus at this point.
Oh yeah, one of them is basically. He looks very kaiju.
Yes. So and then the most human-ish Orochi from One Punch Man. So, today's lesson: whatever you say can and will possibly come back to bite you.
Okay.
So, I'm so glad that after all this time we got you back for this one.
Lovely.
Okay. So, voice. We got the brain guy.
Mm-hmm.
The gun guy. And the punch guy.
Ugh. That's a tough one. I wish I knew a little bit more context regarding.
I know, right?
Regarding these guys, but from what I know, I don't know, something about I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I feel like Mary Orochi.
Why?
Main reason would probably be actually, actually no. Take that back. Probably fuck Orochi.
Oh, okay. Still, why?
I don't know. I think it's the. I don't know. I think it's the. I don't know. Probably some of. I'm looking at some of like the normal, like some of the normal forms. I think it's a lot. I think it's better looking.
Okay, that's fair.
Compared to the others.
Mary. You still have to fuck the monster form, but if it helps to know that under that monster there is a prettier face, then yeah, that's fair. That's valid.
Let's see. Mary. I think I might marry the Void, given the stuff. My guess is that it's in regards to the stuff with Griffith submitting to in Berserk to the God Hand. I think that basically comes with it. Like you're basically making a deal on the side along with becoming a god. And that is a whole bunch of nope for the Gun Devil.
You just killed the Gun Devil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So fucking this guy because he has a prettier face in human form. Gun Devil because fuck that guy. No, to kill that guy. And this guy is good marriage material with the deals he can make. Okay.
It's like it comes with the contracts.
Exactly. So who is going second?
Enigma did write down that Keyframe went last time for the FMK. So it's Max's turn. So
to go last. So you go now.
To go last. So it's my turn. So wait. Okay, hold on. Gun, void, oh. So you fuck the void, right?
Marry the void.
Married the void.
Married the void, killed the gun, and fucked. Oh man. Okay.
Fucked Orochi.
So yes. Oh man. I mean, he'll make you. Oh man.
Oh.
No. Okay. So I'm going to fuck Gunman.
You're going to fuck Gunman. Okay. Why?
I mean.
Because Merca?
Well, no. I'm not that patriotic. Well, I mean, like, look, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna save my fuck explanation for last.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because you know what? It's probably gonna be the funniest thing I say, because it'll be the most raunchy. So let's go to a marriage.
Okay.
So I'm going to marry I'm going to marry Orochi. And you know what? I'm marrying him because who else will? You know, like, look at him. And you know what? Voice fucked him because he has a prettier face in human form, and you know, I can be married to that face.
I am so proud of you. I assume that this is something of your 2025 what's it called when you resolution. Thank you. Probably one of your 2025 resolutions to, instead of going for a gold digger answer, going for the I'm gonna pity marry him. Even though he is literally called a monster king, so technically there was a gold digger answer right here in the image. But yeah, I appreciate that you stick to your resolutions and actually do a nice thing for your marriage.
I'm also going to be queen of the monsters, and as we learn from most things when it comes to the tertiary characteristics of most things, is that the male characters look fucking terrifying like actual monsters, and the girls are just sexy with maybe purple skin. So I will be that. And you know, the size queen, I guess. But yeah, so I'm going to kill the void. Because it looks like it would be easy to. His brain is just right out there. All I need to do is just stick a fork in there, and then there you go.
I don't think we ever had, or if we did, then we had very rarely the answer, I kill this one because it would be easy.
I mean, look. I know everyone's like, good luck. The weakest thing that you can do, which is cause drain damage, is right there. If he was so smart, why doesn't he have a helmet?
But yeah, either way, so now we are at your long-promised fucking. Okay,
look, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
There are many points of penetration on this creature. In that it can penetrate me. I am not pegging the gunman.
I mean, that is a sentence that was said in 2025.
I need one of those Hope Core quote things. I am not pegging the gunman cosmic keyframe. But like, you have the chest ones if you're feeling risky. There's like all the guns.
Yeah, there's a lot of phallic thingies going on there.
Part of his head is just the bad dragon level of protrusion. And then, like, I mean, some women like bullets, and Lord knows, he has a lot. They may not be the same things, but you don't know. He could switch them out. If you know, you know. But, you know, I just think, like, it is not masochism, it's experimenting to go further beyond And there's a lot of experimentation that can happen here. There's just a lot of variety. And it's like a buffet of it's like a buffet of penetration. So I think this one would just make most sense. I don't like that Charlie messaged me right after I said that. Compelling argument, but here's the thing, and it's just a picture of the thing. Okay. But okay, Max, it is your turn.
So, let's see. Yeah, while he's on screen, look at this handsome devil, literally, gun devil. I'm gonna marry him. I guess at this point, this is basically a
protection.
I was about to say it's a safety precaution. I mean, they go on and on about in Chainsaw Man, like how nasty and quickly and overall the gun devil does the killing. So yeah. I mean, wanna be on his good side. And
so why are you killing the Monster King?
Well, that's a very easy one. I don't know anything about him. I don't even know when he comes into One Punch Man. I stopped watching after the first season, so it's like, who are you? Get out of here. I have never met you before. Why would I fuck you or marry you? Go and die. So,
wow! That's such a Regina George kind of thing. It's like, I'm gonna kill you because
best character in the movie, right?
You're not relevant. Like,
exactly.
It's like Thanos being like, I don't even know who you are.
Exactly.
Like,
and last but not least, which I find a pretty obvious answer, so I'm glad that you left him for me. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy. That is a Cenobite. That is obviously a Cenobite. And
I mean, he kind of is in the anime and in the manga too.
Yeah, but look at him. They're wearing those leather outfits, having the thingy going on. While I am not really directly attracted to a Cenobite, the thing is, if you go beyond the surface level depiction in the Hellraiser movies and learn a little bit about the deep lore, they are basically, I'm not sure if they're god beings, but they are basically beings that went into the pleasure dimension. They just took pleasure to such an extreme point that body mutilation became a form of pleasure. And while I, as my mere human being, as I sit in front of you, cannot understand that or grasp it, there must be something to it. So I'm like, take me to the void, show me what this entire thing is about.
And Jesus wept.
Well, congratulations! You are now Guts' #1 enemy.
Well, that's awkward.
Ayn Wye and Key say hi to the people in the chat. The memes are seen on this live stream as they talk about random craps. Time for awkward guests. It's the awkward. Random guests and funny gags on the awkward guests. It's the awkward. Hard work and analysis, which you do not want to miss on awkward.